Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of the Detox Divas. I am honored that you took time out of your busy life and schedule to spend time with us this evening. Tonight, we are going to be talking about a brand new product that is coming and some exciting changes within the company. I'm super excited to share this with you. I have been so emotional all day long because it just feels like everything is coming together. It's just going to be such a beautiful experience, and this product is going to change a lot of lives. So I'm super excited to be your hostess tonight. So what if fatigue is a power supply problem? So my name is Tina Heuermann. I am the hostess and founder of the Detox Divas. I've been hosting these calls every Thursday night at 7 o'clock Central, Coffee Talk with Tina, same link you used. So if you feel called and you enjoy the content tonight, please add that to your calendar as a weekly rotation on Thursday nights at 7 p.m. Central or whatever time zone that is for you. And we will always promise to bring you amazing tips and suggestions, as well as product knowledge in how in how we operate and what benefits that you can receive from those. So I live on 5 acres with my big white fluffy dog and my husband. I have 3 children, one in heaven, and 2 amazing grandchildren that call me Grandma Rockstar. I specialize in root cause healing. Everything starts at the root. And I love to detox. Sorry, Coach Charlotte, I just asked you to unmute by accident. I love to detox, and which is so weird for me because up until 4 years ago, I had never detoxed in my life. And so it's been an amazing journey. And I'm happy to invite you along on that healing journey with me. So before we go any farther, and before I introduce these 2 ladies, it is time to drop my buff. There we go. A new chapter is unfolding with Heart and Body Naturals Go to Sauna under the Green Organics umbrella. And tonight I am so excited to bring this to you. In addition to the product that changed, Go to Sauna and Heart and Body Naturals are merging any moment, any day now into one new company called Zelara. So these 2 women are the powerhouses behind this move. And I'm going to close these down because, hey, squirrel, there we go. So Paula Scarcella is our owner, CEO. She is an amazing heart-centered woman. She is always giving from the heart. She only wants people to be healthy. Like that is her mission in life. And she has built a company with one conviction: the body recognizes food, not chemicals. And with the formulations that we get from our formulator, Alexandria Brighton, we get that around here. And you know me and have seen my transformations. Let me get that muted. Where'd that go? If one of my co-hosts, there we go, mute all. There we go. Sorry. If you've seen my transformation over the years, I look back at pictures and I just can't believe my own transformation, and I owe it all to these 2 women right here. Every ingredient in our products is identity tested before entering production. Every label is transparent. Every partner is paid in real time for those of us that are sharing the products with everyone else. Alexandria, our formulator, has over 30 years in the Ayurvedic plant medicine and herbalism world. She's the founder of the Brighton Institute of Botanical Studies, and she is a recognized authority in essential oils. She's already built $2 billion essential oil companies, but now we have her exclusive rights to all of her formulations. I'm told the woman sleeps with her plant books. So a note before we get in, the statements made in this presentation or in any Green Organics LLC brand literature or presentations have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. Green Organics LLC products are not intended to diagnose, treat, prevent, cure any diseases. I am not a doctor. I'm just passionate about root cause healing. The information shared here on our websites in literature and presentations is not intended as medical advice and is not intended to replace the relationship that you have with your primary healthcare provider. And I just realized, let me see, there we go. Sorry, I need to find something real quick. Sorry, guys. I just realized I don't have my notes up. I knew there'd be something, right? There we go. There we go. All right, got it back. So if you have a medical condition or you see your physician, please make sure to see your physician of choice, and they can help you get started or give you advice on whether or not the products are going to work or contradict anything that you are working with currently. So the earth was trying to tell us all along. And CocoBLUE, which is Zilara's flagship launch product, is what we are going to be talking about tonight. Let me get back here. So what if, so what we are going to do tonight is I'm sorry, my notes, I should have had those up. Nervous energy. There we go. So you already know the problem. You already know the problem. 75% of Americans are chronically deficient in B vitamins. 60% of the B vitamins in our soil have been lost over the last 70 years. One generation ago, food gave us what we needed. And today, it does not. We spent the last call connecting deficiencies to symptoms, and tonight we reveal where the answer was hiding all along. So this is what we covered last week, and I just kind of want to go over this a little bit. So this is kind of the story of how the food supply lost its B vitamins. In the 1940s, the soil was living. It had microbiome. It had the vitamins, the nutrients that would grow up through the roots and into the plants and give us the food source that we needed. In the 1970s, monoculture farming spread and the soil starts to thin. Monoculture farming is when you plant maybe just corn in one field, beans in another field, and you never rotate those crops. And what that does is each of those plants has a certain vitamin and nutrient that it's going to pull out of the soil. And when it is only pulling those vitamins out of the soil, it ends up depleting the soils of those vitamins. Kind of like when you take too much of a good thing, it's not good for your body. So too much of that growing in one spot is not good either. In the 1990s, glyphosate goes mainstream and the microbiome of the soil actually dies off. And one point that we covered last week was that glyphosate is actually an antibiotic. And so when you think about that, and that's continually sprayed on the crops and the land and the soil, much like taking an antibiotic for every day of your life, you are not going to get good results in your body, right? It's going to kill off that microbiome in your gut. Today, you're getting really big, beautiful plants. They look like real food. Everything looks fantastic, but the dirt has died and there's hollow nutrition. 2 generations of food grown in soil that cannot support the real nutrition anymore. So then comes the chemical story. So let's pay attention here to the years, okay? We're doing the 40s, 70s, 90s, and today. DDT goes mainstream in the 1940s, and that's a synthetic chemical, and that's where the era of farming begins with the chemicals that are applied. In the 70s, Monsanto patents the glyphosate Roundup hits the market, okay? So that's when glyphosate and everything started coming in, was in the 1970s. In the 1990s, the GMO crop launch, right, where they started working with the DNA of plant matter and changing up what was naturally grown before to make it stronger and more resistant to bugs and diseases and stuff. So now you have the chemicals, you've got altered DNA in the plants, and you really don't have a real food anymore. So today, hundreds of millions of pounds of glyphosate is sprayed in the US farmlands every single year. And so back to that monoculture, the soil thinned, the chemicals increased, and the food got worse. In just 3 generations, our kids got sick. Remember the 1940s, right? In 1960, 1 in 50 kids had chronic illness. In the 1980s, it turned to 1 in 25. In the 2000s, it was 1 in 10, and today it's 4 in 10. We have to do better for our kids. 23% more sick kids in just 3 generations, and that is not a coincidence. That's because of what's going on with our soil. So introducing CocoBLUE. CocoBLUE is the brand new product with the flagship product with Zilara. And it is mitochondrial fuel. Remember, we just talked about mitochondrial in the soil. We have that in our gut. So we need to make sure that we have fuel for that. CocoBLUE is going to provide cellular health to your entire body. Cellular health is where true healing can begin. That's the root cause approach to helping your body be able to heal itself. It is a terrain first approach. It has blue spirulina in it, Moringa, coconut, Aquamin, fulvic acid, kelp, and butterfly pea flower. So this one right here, phycocyanin, is the pigment that heals. And so this isn't the green spirulina, it's the color filter. It's a pure extraction, the blue pigment compound with a completely different and more potent biological profile. So just this one ingredient in this brand new product is going to be anti-inflammatory. It's going to help, there's science behind this that helps inhibit the COX-2 and 5-LOX enzymes. Those are the same pathways targeted by pharmaceutical anti-inflammatory drugs without the side effects. It's also antiviral. Active agents enveloped viruses, including influenza, herpes family, EBV. It disrupts the viral replication at the cellular level. Now that's very powerful. Then it has the antioxidant powder. The ORAC value suppresses most studied antioxidants. It neutralizes the free radicals within the body and protects the mitochondrial membrane from oxidative damage. That's huge for anyone with an autoimmune disease. And then it has immune modulation. It stimulates this one ingredient, blue spirulina, stimulates the natural killer cell activity and supports balanced immune response. That's going to calm that overactivation without suppressing the necessary function. Then we have Moringa. Moringa was what I was talking about last week on the Detox Divas with the B vitamin profile. Look at that profile. All 7 B vitamins in one single plant. Moringa is the mother of the B vitamin profile for anyone. And what makes it wonderful for people with a vitamin, say B12 deficiency, is that because this is a food source, your body is going to recognize it over any synthetic injection. So it has the B1, which is your nerve function and energy. It has B2, which is the cellular metabolism. It has B3, which is your DNA repair and circulation. B5 is your cortisol and hormones. B6 is your mood and methylation. B9 is your DNA synthesis and cell division. And B12 is your nerves and your red blood cells. So behind these vitamins, you've got your complete amino profile. There are all 9 essential amino acids in one plant, and that is very rare and very powerful for that cellular repair and recovery. It has bioavailable iron, and it supports oxygen transport and fights fatigue at the source rather than masking it. So you can drink your coffee and mask that fatigue, but this is going to go in there and support the oxygen transport so that you feel like you have like natural energy. I saw a post from Paula that said it is a beautiful buzzy effect, but very natural. Because obviously, since she manufactures it in her own in-house manufacturing facility, she gets to try the products first, and why wouldn't she? Then it has your natural anti-inflammatories, and that will help calm the terrain and inflammation, while the B vitamins help absorb. And then it's very chlorophyll rich, deep cellular detox support, binds to toxins, supports healthy blood oxygen and saturation. Let me get those in, all right? Then we're going to move into coconut. So this is huge, you guys. This is going to be real. I heard somebody with EDS saying she cannot wait to get her hands on this because electrolytes are very important to someone with EDS. So this is nature's antiviral. This is your mitochondria's favorite fuel. And coconut brings two distinct mechanisms. First is the lauric acid that is going to convert to monolaurin in the body, and the MCT oil that delivers that pure cellular energy with nothing left to cover or break down. So the lauric acid makes up about 50% of that coconut fat. And in the body, that converts to monolaurin, which is a compound the immune cells use as a direct antiviral weapon. How about that? Especially with everything going on in the world, like that is such an important part of what we have or what we need right now. And it is also going to disrupt the lipid membrane of envelope viruses, including EBV, herpes family, and influenza. Again, I'm not making medical claims. There is science that backs this up on PubMed. And one of the only naturally occurring compounds with this specific viral mechanism. So this is critical for your community dealing with EBV, reactivation, chronic fatigue, and those mystery illnesses that nobody can figure out what is going on. Oh, Gloria, thank you. That's very, very nice to know. And then you've got your MCT in there. That's your cellular energy direct. And so that's going to bypass normal digestion. It goes straight to the liver and directly into mitochondria as fuel. Nothing to convert. It's natural. It hits the body and boom, you've got that straight cellular energy. There's no insulin spike with this. We've talked a lot about insulin spikes with the GLP program that we have that has been extremely beneficial, helped me lose 45 pounds last year. And then it has the brain fuel in it. Who do you know that has cognitive issues? The brain runs on ketones, and MCT is the fastest natural ketone precursor available from food. Then you've got your liver support. You know, I love to talk about liver, especially after, having my sobriety journey for 3.5 years now. Liver support is everything that I focus on with my health. I love to love my liver because I was so bad to it for so long. And it supports that healthy cholesterol metabolism and reduces fatty liver accumulation over time. Then we have Aquamin. This is a huge buzzword right now in the health and wellness industry. Aquamin magnesium, and this is the way the ocean built the magnesium. So sourced from Lithuanian red marine algae off of the Irish coast. This is not synthetic at all. Not from a lab, not from an organism that spent its entire life concentrating ocean minerals into this perfect bioavailable form. So synthetic magnesiums, which we don't carry anything synthetic around here. Everything is natural. It's whole plant. We do not believe in extracting pieces from the plant to make it to make a product out of that. We use the entire plant because synergy of all the ingredients is more important than a singular compound from the plant, or not compound, but constituent. So magnesium oxide is only 4% absorbed. The rest causes loose stools. Magnesium citrate, which is decent absorption, but no cofactors. Magnesium glyphosate is better, but still synthetic chelation. But none of them carry the cofactor matrix that the body needs to fully utilize it all. So Aquamin, the marine difference, there's 72 trace ocean minerals in here. Every cell uses magnesium to make ATP. No magnesium means no cellular energies. Full stop. Doesn't work. Then you have the nervous system regulation. It regulates the calcium channels, calms the cortisol, improves the sleep architecture, and the stress resistance. There are 300 enzymatic reactions in here. Magnesium is required as a cofactor for over 300 processes. Deficiency means that all 300 are running at reduced capacity. all 300. And what is it? I think it's 70% of the people are deficient in magnesium. And so this is such a huge component, this one ingredient. Then we have the fulvic acid. You know how much I love this. And I need to, so fulvic, I love to talk about fulvic. You can get me on a call for 3 hours with talking about fulvic. So your terrain is the anchor and the ingredient that makes everything else work better, okay? Fulvic acid forms over millions of years. It's a compost type of dirt. I call it dirt. I drink dirt every day. And it has so many of those microorganisms that are missing from the soil because it's all broken down plant matter that's never been touched. It's pristine soil. And it is the most bioactive compound in the healthy soil, and it's nearly gone from our food supply. So it has a very low molecular weight, and it allows it to cross the cell membrane. Nothing can penetrate. It carries every other nutrient of CocoBLUE directly inside the cell, not just to it. It feeds it, doesn't just surround it. Without fulvic, the others work from the kind of the outside, but with it, they work within. And this is why fulvic is foundation. Fulvic is foundation for everything, but I have a feeling that you guys know how much I love fulvic. Like I said, I can talk about it all the time. I have a feeling that CocoBLUE is going to be my new favorite product. Fulvic has been my favorite product since 2021 when I discovered it. Now I think CocoBLUE has just bumped that to number 2. It's also a heavy metal binder. It chelates those heavy metals, including mercury, lead, aluminum, and arsenic. It binds toxins in the gut before they can be reabsorbed and recirculate. It escorts bound toxins. So it's going to go in and it's going to capture those toxins. It's going to bind them all up in a little pocket so it doesn't do any more damage. And it's going to eliminate them through the detox pathways. And this is the program, this part of the program that most of the detox programs skip. You got to have fulvic in your detox program. It reduces toxic liver burden before any cleansing protocol even begins. Then it's the terrain foundation. This also has 70 plus trace minerals. So you've got 83 in the other ingredient. You've got 70 in here. This is required for that enzymatic function throughout the body. It improves the gut microbiome diversity, which let's pause there for a moment. If you're taking a probiotic, you could be overloading your body with a good bacteria that ends up replicating too much, and you have too much of a good thing in your body. Or it's singular and or it's not enough, and so it doesn't really help the body. Fulvic is that cellular fuel that helps that mitochondria reproduce itself and be healthy so that every other function in the body has that energy. It's going to regulate cellular hydration at the mitochondria level. And also that coconut, that wasn't on the screen, but that's also high in electrolytes. This is the ingredient that we all know and trust. Then we have kelp in there. So this is your thyroid's best friend. It has been screaming for this ingredient. It's coming to you in CocoBLUE. Your thyroid cannot produce a single hormone without iodine. Every T3, every T4, every metabolic signal depends on iodine, sorry. And the soil your food grew ran out of the iodine decades ago. So kelp's going to deliver that whole food bioavailable iodine. Iodine synthesizes that T4 in the thyroid gland. T4 converts to active T3 in the liver and kidneys. And pause there for a moment. If your liver is not functioning correctly, you need a liver detox. And if you've not done a liver detox, that should be number 1. Okay. We want to make sure that liver is functioning correctly. So all of this good stuff that's happening with all of the other ingredients has a place to go and to exit your body. So then we have the T3, right? So the T4 converts in the liver. T3 regulates your metabolism, your body temperature, your weight, your energy, your mood, and even your fertility. Low iodine, low T3 slows everything down. Your weight, your brain fog, your hair loss, your cold intolerance, maybe even your heat intolerance. And beyond the iodine factor of just number 6, the kelp, you've got, I don't know how to say that word, phycocyanin. I'm going to say it like that. It's a unique polysaccharide that has been studied for antiviral properties, anti-tumor properties, anti-inflammatory properties, found only in the sea vegetables. Then you have the alginic, there we go, acid, which is a natural binder that chelates those heavy metals, including strontium and barium in the gut before absorption. Then you have vanadium, which is a rare trace mineral that improves insulin sensitivity and glucose uptake into the cells. The iodine is going to help displace the toxins. It's going to compete with the bromine and the fluoride at the thyroid receptor sites. Supplementing iodine helps push out these endocrine disruptors. Okay, number 7. This is the one I'm most excited for the visual effects when I make my CocoBLUE drink. This is absolutely beautiful. I saw a picture of Paula's that she sent. It is this beautiful, beautiful blue color of drink. When this is all put in your glass, it's going to give you this beautiful blue. So the color is the medicine, but the science goes deeper, okay? The deep blue violet of CocoBLUE comes from this flower, the butterfly pea flower, but its role in the formula is far more than cosmetic. The butterfly pea is one of the richest anthocyanin sources ever studied. You've got your brain health, okay? Back there with the brain health. Anthocyanins in butterfly pea cross the blood-brain barrier. That's huge. One of the only phytonutrients that can. Fulvic can too, just FYI. Studied for memory enhancement, cognitive protection, and neuroplasticity support. How many people do you know that are struggling with cognitive issues right now? I know my mother-in-law is probably stage 5 dementia right now. Then you have the gut lining integrity. Reduces intestinal permeability by strengthening those tight junctions, the tight junction proteins. It helps seal the gut wall that pathogens and toxins exploit to enter that bloodstream. Okay, so leaky gut, butterfly pea flower to the rescue. Anti-inflammatory, it works synergistically. We talk about synergistically all the time on the Detox Divas. What is that? Who knows the answer to that? I'll wait. I'm going to go continue reading. You guys let me know what I say about synergy in the comments. It works synergistically with the phycocyanin from the blue spirulina to address inflammation from 2 different pathways. A double hit to your that you guys have, that we all have never had in one product. Our community has never had this in one product. Then it has the adaptogenic properties. It supports the nervous system regulation and stress response modulation through the GABA pathways. Calming effects without sedation. How about that? I sure needed that today. Oh, double slide there. Sorry. So this is an example of the synergy, okay? We've got number 3 and number 4, coconut and Aquamin. The lauric acid is going to convert the monolaurin in the body. The monolaurin has direct antiviral activities against envelope viruses, supports that healthy cholesterol metabolism and liver function. Medium chain MCT cross directly into the cells for instant mitochondrial fuel. Yes, thank you. I saw Nancy. Thank you. That's great. Then you have your Aquamin magnesium. It's sourced from the red algae, arrives with the full cofactor matrix, not synthetic. These 2 are doing the heavy lifting of this product. This is the magnesium, the way the ocean intended for you to have it. So rounding out the formula, we've got the Fulvic, the Kelp, and the butterfly pea flower. You guys, synergistically, all of these ingredients together make this an incredibly powerful formula that is going to absolutely change lives for people that you know and love. This is what cellular fuel looks like. CocoBLUE isn't green powder. It isn't a multivitamin. It's a terrain health product built from the ground up. It's what your cells have been starving for. It has the land, the best of the land, the best of the sea coming together, providing that beautiful synergy to feed our bodies the way it was supposed to. AG1 in most green powders, synthetic vitamins and minerals, isolated compounds the body recognizes as foreign, the lab version of nutrition. What your body gets from most supplements is a fraction absorbed, the rest is excreted, expensive urine, and a false sense of coverage. How many of you take a supplement and you really don't feel anything from it? Let me know in the comments. CocoBLUE is your whole food source. Every nutrient arrives with its natural cofactors intact. The Earth's version of nutrition. This is so much bigger than fulvic acid. What your body gets from CocoBLUE, the fulvic delivery system, the Aquamin as the Aquamin as the marine magnesium, Moringa as the whole food vitamin B, the terrain fueled as at the source. Paula's exact words are because everything starts with the cell. And that's what CocoBLUE does. So welcome to Zelara. We are so excited for this brand new chapter within the company, and we are so grateful that you are here with us for this. The products, the best of two companies, unified under one umbrella, Zelara. CocoBLUE is a flagship product, but we have the full category from both Heart and Body Naturals and Go to Sauna coming together, over 200, 300 products that we will now have access to without double company having to purchase from two different companies. Everything's together. CocoBLUE is the lead product. 15 years of terrain health and product development behind it. 23 years of business success behind Zelara is coming to you any moment now. We don't know when, but it's soon, I promise. The team, we have leaders, we have coaches, we have communities that we want to invite you into to share your testimony when taking the call, to share your success stories if you're sharing with other people. The compensation plan, one mission, real momentum is happening right now within this company. The timing couldn't be better. The wellness industry is at an inflection point. People are done with pharmaceutical answers and synthetic fixes. Zelara is exactly what the market is hungry for right now. We don't want synthetics in our body because what does that do? Your body doesn't recognize it. It's going to store it in the brown fat. It's going to make you gain the weight. It's going to cause other damage within the cells. It's going to cause damage in the gut. It's going to cause damage in the brain. Everything about this one product is something that's going to change lives. Everything about this company has products that are backed, whether it is mind, body, or soul, which is the flagship product from Heart and Body Naturals. There are 3 different products, the flagship products there. That's coming with us. Mandy, it is a powder, actually. And so we are on the cusp of something really, really big here. So I would be remiss if I did not mention the business opportunity as well. And if that doesn't interest you, that's fine. We want to make you healthy. We want to bring you into our community. We want to love on you and start that root cause healing that your body is craving. Okay. If you feel like, if you have a great testimony and you tell a couple friends, great, you can earn a little bit of commission. But I want to talk to the people that are more interested in the business opportunity right now, because what you just witnessed a product launch, but you could be a part of building what comes next. Zelara is going to offer you 30% commission lifetime on every single customer that you refer. You're going to get binary team bonus structure that rewards building depth. A pre-launch window that rarely comes twice. You guys, this is it. We open any day now. So you can get in right now with us and share with your friends and be a part of this legendary revolution. The company and CEO with true integrity behind the product. I don't know what's coming, but I know Paula's trying to sweeten the deal after we get over there and reward us even more. Marcus hinted at something. He wouldn't tell me, but I'm so excited to see what she does because Paula doesn't do average. If you look at the formulations that Alexandria puts together, the formulations are above average. They're above average when selecting their sources. They're above average when testing. They're above average when putting the formulations together. They're above average in affordable products. This is for you if you're tired of trading hours for dollars. You want to share products you actually believe in. You're ready to and recommending things to people already. Paula, I just read the word Paula. Marcus says this all the time. We refer people to restaurants and movies all the time. So if you're having an amazing experience on the products, my mentor said, if you're having an amazing experience and you're not sharing it with others, you're being selfish. Okay? I'm not like that. I'm not that blunt. But I did like what he said, and it was very convicting to me. So if you want a community of people, even if you don't want to share and you just want a community of people to love on you and just be a part of something like this, then be a part of the community. Just come in, be a part of the group, comment on some posts, give people some congratulations when they win, share your testimony. Your one testimony can inspire someone else. If you believe that the world needs better wellness solutions and not more pharmaceuticals, Zelara is what you've been waiting for. So what you're going to do is reach out to the person who shared this with you and tell them that you are going to want to get started right away and be a part of this new revolution. You came for an education and you got that revolution. CocoBLUE is not just another product. It's the answer to every conversation you have in your community in this past year with people that are struggling with health issues. So here's what we invite you to do. As I said, please get back to the person that shared this call with you. Get your first order of CocoBLUE when the company opens, because nobody else but the people that buy in that first day are going to be able to say, I bought CocoBLUE on the day they opened. You're going to talk about your experience. Share it with someone. What did you just learn tonight? How many people, drop in the comments, on an average, how many people can you think of right now off the top of your head? I know it's at least 5 that could benefit from this. You just share what you learned. You send this video to them. You share the video, tonight's recording, with somebody that you love and care about. You tag them and post in the groups. That's why we have the groups. We provide the education for you. You don't have to know everything. Even if you're a customer, you are going to invite your friends to the group. You can tag them in the post. I saw this recording last night. I thought of you. You need to watch this. So reach out to the person that invited you tonight. Thank you for being a part of the first ever product call for Zelara that I can say. Last week, we talked a little bit about it, but I couldn't say it. Thank you for being a part of this new revolution. We welcome you into our community, into our families, into our team, and even as a customer. So thank you for showing up for yourself tonight. Thank you for showing up for your friends. Thank you for being a part of the revolution. Good night, everyone. I'll see you next Thursday. And